Hello and welcome to this MyGroundForce tutorial. On this tutorial, we will walk you through the MMR feature of MyGroundForce. So on the MMR screen, we have two tabs. We have the monthly maintenance records tab, and then we have the exceptions tab. On the monthly maintenance records tab, this is where you will see all your MMRs created on MyGroundForce. You can also use these fields to sort the information on the list, and you have the button add to create MMRs. We have the button send email, export to PDF, and print. So we will start this tutorial by showing you how to create an MMR. We have two ways to create MMRs. We can use the import feature and we can use add feature. So we will start by using the add feature. So if we click on add, we see now the monthly maintenance record registry with the fields vehicle, month, year, domicile, service provider business name, current mileage, owner signature, and then the questions that you see on the standard MMR form. So if we select a vehicle, select the month and year of maintenance, we see that when we select a vehicle, the domicile station is pre-filled with the information that we have on the vehicle registry. Service provider business name, just like you would do on the FedEx form. And then we also see that the field current mileage is automatically filled in. This account that we're using has an integration with TruckSpy, so when we select a vehicle, the system already fills the current mileage according to the latest TruckSpy rating. Now we have to select the owner's signature, and then we see here a note that the signature and the date will appear in the FedEx PDF file and the email, just like as if you would do on the physical form of FedEx. You would see that the signature is filled in based on the owner's signature. In order to have this filled in, the user that would sign needs to have their username created and their profile owner assigned to them. Now we have to answer the two questions here, just like as if we would do with the form from FedEx. We see here that if we want to leave the questions blank, we can click on the answer and leave it blank. And then we would answer the choose questions here. We'd select the date of maintenance and nature description of the maintenance performed. Now that we have created the maintenance entry, we can click on the plus sign button to add it, and we see a line was added here. If I want to add more items, I just repeat the process here. Now we go ahead and click on save. Now a pop-up comes up asking if we would like to send the MMR that we just created to an email distribution list. So what we advise users to do is create a distribution list for each of the stations that you like to send the MMRs to, and then you have it over here easily. Now if we would like to send this to the distribution list, we can go ahead and click on yes. Now on the monthly maintenance record screen, we see that we have MMRs with the status sent and pending. The difference between them is when you see an MMR record with the status sent, this means that the MMR has already been sent via email through the system to a distribution list. So when you see an MMR with the status sent and you want to resend it, you just select the checkbox on the left of the record, and then you see that the button changes to resend email. So we can click on it, select the distribution list again, and click on yes to resend it. In case we imported MMRs or recreated them one by one and have not sent them yet, what we can do is look for the status pending, select the record, and click on the button send email, and again select the distribution list. If you would like to see the MMR prior to sending, you can click on the edit button under actions and review the MMR. Also, what you can do is select the MMR and click on PDF to export it to PDF and review the form. So we save it, open the file, and you can see that the form looks exactly as the form that you see at the MyBiz account FedEx website. Also, what you can see is that the signature of the authorized officer is filled in based on the user, and remember that the user needs to have the profile owner assigned to. You see also that the date completed is marked according to the date that the form was exported. Now, if we wish to create multiple MMRs at the same time, we would click on create under MMR on the left side menu and select import multiple tractors. If we don't have the template yet, we would click download template and save the template. Now we open the template. When we open the template, we need to click enable editing and fill in the fields just as we would fill them on the MyGroundForce website. Now, when creating the template, we have some instructions that we need to follow. When filling in the month year, the date format needs to be 2 digits for month and 4 digits for year, and 4 digits for year. Service provider business name, we just listed over here. Current mileage needs to be listed as the mileage that you have in MyGroundForce. Then the 2 questions you can fill in following FedEx instructions. You can leave the next columns date, nature, description of maintenance performed in blank in case you need to. Owner signature, remember to follow exact the name. Remember to write exactly as it's shown in the system. The user listed here needs to have an owner profile. Now, when we do have a maintenance record that was performed and we need to list it here, we need to fill in the date using this format, 2 digits for month, followed by 2 digits for day and 4 digits for year, followed by the nature, description of the maintenance performed. Now, if we have a tractor that has performed more than one maintenance item and we want to include more than one item in the same MMR, all we need to do is repeat the tractor number column, the month / year column, service provider, current mileage, and the answer to the 2 questions that we have here. We can change the date, nature, description of maintenance performed, and remember to follow the previous instructions for the owner signature field. We can save this in Excel format, close it, now back on my ground force, we go ahead and select choose file in case this pop-up has closed. We can go ahead and click create on the left side menu. Select import multiple tractors and then choose file and import. Now we see an error message that shows problem found in the file logs. So we see here that 4 out of 7 records were imported successfully, and the system found an error in line 5, column A, duplicate entry for vehicle and period. So we need to go ahead and fix this error here in the template. If we want to export these errors to save it and review it later, we can click on the PDF button, and if we're done, we can exit this out. Now to see the records that we just created, we will select the month, and we see here that they are all listed as pending. So I can follow the previous instructions to send email, export to PDF, and print if I would like to. So if I want to send them to the domicile or stations, I can go ahead and select. So I will send these 3 MMRs to the Birmingham distribution list in this case. So I'll go ahead and click send email and select the Birmingham distribution list. Then after I click on send, the status changes. If I want to send them again, I can click on the checkbox icon and click resend email. If I want to review them, I click on edit, and then I can review, add items if I need to, change previous fields. Now to see the MMR that we created with multiple line items in the send MMR, I'll go to actions, edit, and we see here that the system has listed 3 lines for this MMR for this tractor. Now to the exceptions tab, the system will show me all tractors that have not an MMR created for the previous month. And then every month the system will change this. So for next month, it will show me the MMRs that were not created for April 2022. And then if we would like to create the MMR for this screen, I can go and click under actions, and then it will create the MMR and pre-populate some of the fields. And I can add them as I would like. So this is it for this MyGroundForce tutorial. Feel free to use the comments to leave suggestions, questions, or feedback. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for using MyGround.